Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. Aries, you may discover today that you have a talent for something you've never even thought about. If you always stick to what you know, how will you ever experience things new? Trying this unexplored area doesn't mean you have to excel in it. As long as you're completely absorbed and having fun, you'll enjoy a positive experience. Don't shy away from this, so please go with it. Taurus, it's a new day, a good day to let your caring side show. Take the time to smile and chat with as many people as you can. They will be drawn to your friendly personality and you'll all enjoy a good time together. If someone is having a rough day, let him or her know that you care. Spend a few minutes listening to the problem and show that you really understand. Gemini, today brings the opportunity to see things as they are and not as you'd like them to be. It's easy to fool yourself sometimes, but you can also get away with that for so long, but the truth comes out. There comes a time when you need to face things. Anytime is a time to start fresh, so take your time and trust in yourself. Cancer, today your creativity might be stimulated by some free time. You can try and send it for later, but you may not feel the same way then. Try to apply your creativity to a faster or more efficient way to do a particular job or make a dull job more exciting. If you can't give in to the urge now, write down your ideas and plan to return to them soon. Leo, you probably have a knack for listening to other people and noticing when they need help or a shoulder to cry on. Today may be excellent for you to help another person out. Consider going the extra mile by lending a hand to those who are in need. Show your extraordinary caring ability and be a true friend. Make someone smile today. Virgo, it's possible that someone will question your motives or wonder whether or not you're genuine. Show your sincerity by following through and sticking by your word. If you can't avoid going back on your word, explain the situation to the person involved. This will show that you're sincere. Libra, today is a good day to work toward the goals that you've set. The aspect of the day influences your ability to focus on the necessary steps to achieve what you want. No goal is too big. Each step you take forward, it will give you focus and improve your life. As time goes by, you'll discover that the previous seemed all out of reach is now within your grasp. Scorpio, you may watch the clock today. It can be hard to focus on tasks when you're thinking about relaxing, but do your best. You won't get through your task any faster if you're unfocused. You might even sabotage what you're doing if you're distracted. You don't want to make more work of yourself than when you have started. Sagittarius, if someone you know is going through a rough time, they could come to you for support or advice. People see you as genuinely concerned and a good friend, especially when times are tough. You probably earned your respect through your caring and helplessness. By being such a good friend, you're surrounded by people who will be there for you when you need them the most. Capricorn, some leisure time on your hands, you'll find an opportunity to start fresh in some area that has challenged you. Find the courage to examine your attitude towards adverse situations, aimed with your new knowledge. You might have a new insight that allows you to approach an old problem in a different way. You'll discover that you have more power than you thought. Aquarius, today you might want to try something completely new. If you've never done this before, why not try expressing yourself through dance? Even if you're convinced you have 2 left feet, you might be surprised. Whatever your style, there is a type of dance you can do. Whether it's as simple as the twist or as flamboyant as flamenco, you'll feel great, and it's also a good exercise. Pisces, if you're not already so inclined, why not try expressing yourself through song? Even if you're convinced you have a thin air, you might be surprised at what happens if you just let yourself go. Do you feel silly singing out loud? Then be silly. Even if you're tone deaf, you'll have a great time, and that sort of feeling is infectious. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, September 9th, 2025. Do have yourself a great day.
Well, here we are again in each other's company, and it's always a pleasure. We don't take it lightly at all. Thank you for waking up with us on the DBS This Morning Show. Let's see what our news desk has got for us. It normally got some good things for us. Let's see what's popping, and then we'll be back.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polion. Leaders from Africa and the Caribbean have wrapped up the second Africa CARICOM Summit, a historic gathering aimed at strengthening unity, deepening cooperation, and pressing forward the global fight for reparations.
Our discussions today should allow us to come to a common understanding and collaboration on a wide range of issues pertinent to our shared priorities. These include reparations, multilateral cooperation, reform of the international financial architecture, debt sustainability, finance, education, health, climate change, youth engagement, digital transformation and artificial intelligence, trade and investment, maritime and air transport, tourism, and cultural exchanges.
The summit, held under the theme Transcontinental Partnership in Pursuit of Reparatory Justice, placed a spotlight on Caribbean voices calling for solidarity and justice. The political battle for the next general election was formally joined on Sunday as the opposition United Workers' Party (UWP) unveiled its full slate of candidates, launching a fierce critique of the SLP administration's governance and demanding Prime Minister Philippe J. call the 2026 due poll immediately.
Whenever the Labour Party gets the courage to call it, we will take them. We will go to the ballot boxes. We will go to our constituency polling stations and we will register our ballot to say to the Labour Party, Bal Finney, enough is enough.
Opposition leader Alain Chastanet presented the blueprint, which he believes will revolutionize the country's operations if his party is elected into office. St. Lucia is now in the peak of the hurricane season, and disaster officials are warning that one unprepared household could spell tragedy. The National Emergency Management Organization, NEMO, is urging residents to act now, secure roofs, clear hazards, and make a family emergency plan before the next storm strikes.
You would have your routes sorted out, where it is that we go, what is our meeting point, as well as locating your shelters within your community. What is the nearest shelter to your family? But even before that, and we always stress, before you seek shelter at a national shelter, which would only be opened through the director of NEMO, always seek shelter with friends or family first. So have that as part of your plan.
The public can receive the NEMO bulletins on various social media platforms like Facebook and WhatsApp via their WhatsApp group chat and WhatsApp channel. One of the most dangerous things, Kodra says, that the NEMO sees in cases of emergency is members of the public circulating misinformation. And now this. The island's airwaves have fallen silent with grief as St. Lucia bids farewell to one of its most beloved voices. Veteran broadcaster and co-owner of Rev Up St. Lucia 95.9 FM, Tony Paul, passed away on Saturday, leaving a void that colleagues, friends, and listeners say can never be filled.
In fact, I saw him just a couple of days before I traveled to Japan. You know, we presented the two hotels at Harbour Club, and he was there for the media session in the afternoon. And he asked quite a lot of questions, and you know, we laughed and joked, and in his typical very jovial, engaging way, you know, he sat at the same table with me, and you know, ran a little old talk and typical, you know, Tony Paul. And so when I heard that he had died, it was a really, really shocker.
Condolences were poured out all over social media by those who worked with Paul and those who were impacted by him. Prime Minister Philippe J. expressed heartfelt condolences to Paul's family, describing him as a deeply passionate man. A special tribute program was hosted on Rev Up St. Lucia with the deceased brother Andrew Paul and other loved ones, including his fiancée. That's a broadcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to another edition of the news. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
All right, guys, thank you so much. We need to take a short break. We will be back. We had a conversation with a young lady, a Jamaican young lady, who was telling us all about the King's Trust International and, you know, what they do internationally. But we wanted to zero in because they have been in St. Lucia and they've been doing some amazing stuff. And we got to find out about some of the great initiative that they have undertaken right here in St. Lucia. So, in our last conversation, I told you that we were going to be finding out more about King's Trust and what it is that they're doing here in St. Lucia. Now, some of the programs have been undertaken. They have been running. We've been seeing success stories. We've been hearing things. As a matter of fact, Thursday, on the 4th of September, they had a big celebration of some sort. And obviously, we want to know how things has been thriving here in St. Lucia under the King's Trust banner. Who have you been working with? All of the things, all of the good stuff.
Yeah, so on Thursday night, we actually celebrated our King's Trust International Regional Awards because at the 2025 King's Trust Awards, which we do every single year, we had 2 St. Lucian winners. So we had the Global Young Achiever winner, which took the mantle for our global awards, a young St. Lucian who participated in our team program, which I told you about last time. And then we also had a second award winner for the Regional Sustainability Award. A lot of our award titles are very long. So both from the team program, both actually from the same cohort. So we've been seeing tons and tons of success about the team program here in St. Lucia, and Thursday night was really to celebrate the achievements of the young people, and of course our incredible partner who we delivered the team program with, the Royal St. Lucian Police Force, particularly the Community Policing Unit.
No, okay. So we want insight now. We want us, when did the program start? What was some of the things undertaken? Which was some of the communities that you work with? What was the challenge? What they had to come up with? We want to go real deep now because we want to mind our guys' business. Those of them who get, you have names of those? The 2 achievers?
Yeah. So we have our Global Young Achiever winner. Her name is Roslyn. And then our Regional Sustainability winner is Mikhail.
Oh, man. We know them. Yeah, we know them. We know them very well. Tell us about the program.
Yeah, so the Royal St. Lucian Police Force and King's Trust International have been partnering since 2022, all with the aim of seeing if the team program was best suited in the St. Lucian context. So they actually reached out to us because they had heard from their colleagues in the Barbados Police Service, because they also deliver the team program and have been since 2016, that they had found an intervention that worked towards supporting their dual challenges that they saw in terms of youth disengagement and also the rising rate of youth involvement in crime. So in partnership, we co-designed the team program to understand how best could the model be adapted for the St. Lucian context, and could we see the same results that we had been seeing in Barbados. And of course, this year, we knew it was working before, but with the 2 award winners, we definitely know that the model is working. And we launched in January of 2023, and we primarily deliver in Viewfort because at the time that was seen as a high need area that didn't really receive a lot of attention in terms of programmatic interventions, and we've been delivering in Viewfort ever since. So we have now, just as of August of this year, finished our 6th cohort, with our 7th starting in January of 2026.
How was these young people recruited? Was it through the intervention of the police, through the schools, or was it an open forum where they were, they were asked to engage, and they did? How did it work?
So it's honestly a mix. In the beginning, obviously, we were a very new program. Yes. So I think always trying to get young people interested in things that they've never heard of before is a challenge. But we have brilliant partnerships, not only through the existing ones that the Community Policing Unit has, because they obviously work in the schools. They do community sensitization drives. So they're the Massies in the South that they're attracting and stopping parents, young people, grandparents, carers to let them know about the program and the benefits. And then also we have a good partnership with probation because our program has supported young offenders as well as our network of partners. And then actually now that we're running in our 6th cohort, what we're seeing an increase of is young people who've participated in the program are actually referring their friends onto the program as well.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
So what are we looking to continue this beyond? Because it's working.
Yes, no, it is. And we're brilliantly supported by both the Standles Foundation and the Maria Memorial Holder Trust, who were present at our celebration event on Thursday night as well to show their support. And so we really want this program to run for as long as possible in St. Lucia. And we actually held a stakeholder breakfast on Tuesday morning to talk about our pilot report, which we released earlier this year, that showed our impact and how we sort of evaluated the program, not only in terms of the outcomes for young people, but in terms of the partnerships between King's Trust International and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. And then we were able to share that with business leaders and some permanent secretaries, because our big ambition is for this not only to run in the South, but obviously throughout the country. Yeah.
Right. If other persons are, if people in the South, well, whoever is interested, and there's some young people that might be viewing right now and decide, okay, well, something seems to be stirring here, and maybe this could be the answer to this dark cloud that I've been staring at, and they would like to get involved. How can they?
Yeah, so definitely reach out to our program manager. So their email is teamprogram.slu@gmail.com. And I just would like to add, for any young person who's considering joining the team program, that we try and limit the barrier to entry. So you will receive a transportation stipend as well as food throughout the duration of the program. And it not only works on supporting core skills development, as we call it here at King's Trust International. We work on their confidence, their leadership skills, their team building. There is a work placement component. And then by and large, we see young people who participate onto the program moving into employment for the first time.
Oh, this is good news. This is best news we've heard in a long time. We want to say commendation. We're glad that you guys have come in and you're doing this work here. We appreciate it. Everything of that sort is welcome at this time, and we need it. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, guys. It's been an amazing partnership, and we're just really thrilled that we're able to support young St. Lucians here.
Wonderful. I tell you, when we go through things, sometimes we don't understand, so sometimes the things that we go through is, a means or transportation to propel us into what our purpose really is. And that could be true for our next guest. Now, I happened to meet this lady right here, Valyn. I met her at the On conference, and I had no idea. We vibe and everything, we talking, and then her friend consider, you must talk to her. She write book and she have a lot of things going on. I said, but how you talk to me yet? So Valyn.
Hi.
If nothing happens before it's time, so I'm happy your friend was that bold and she decided to say, listen, Maureen, stop.
I'm happy
Let me let you know what's going on. But girl, why you didn't do it first? What's up? Tell me about you and tell me about your journey as an author. You've got, well, at least we have 2 publications here. We're going to be exploring in a minute. But tell me about this journey, girl.
So I've been writing for as long as I can remember, but I never really took it seriously until a few years ago. And how this first book came across was I was in a toxic relationship, and writing became more of a therapy and an escape for me. And even when I wrote, I didn't think that this would have been the book that made my first publication, but so that's how it started. And that's where I am now.
Wonderful. Now, girl, I look at this one. I almost loved you to hate. Ooh. Right. So, I mean, as women, as humans, we all go through some piece of that. But when did it click? That, I mean, you there in your little zone, you're in the go point like they normally say. You understand? You're jotting down because it was what was helping at the time.
Right.
But were you thinking at that point that publication-wise, this was going to go on to become full-blown? So where did that little click happen? Where did that...
No, I didn't. I was writing one poem, Trapped. It's in this book. And it was at that point that I actually realized, like, whoa, I'm in this thing, but I can also get out. And then it was after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to write because I think that other people, other women need that kind of thing. So, even if they read it, they might resonate with it. It might help somebody along the way. So that's where this came from.
Right. So the process now, because you sit down there in your go and decide, well, I go right, because I want to help women. Taking it from that thought to an actual publication.
Right. So, that was a tough one because this one only has selected poems out of all the stuff that I wrote. It was a long process. I had to learn how to do a lot of things, but and I think the most emotional part of it was having to relieve some of the experiences and the times I was in. But what kept me going was that somebody is going to, gain something from reading it. Yeah, but this was it took me about 6 months to actually put everything together and then have it published.
Right. It was published overseas
So I
through
use Amazon, KDP, for both of them. But yeah, that's what I used.
Wonderful. So far, girl, the thing hit off. Obviously the response was a good one because it prompted you to go on to a next one. Is that the case? Am I on the right track?
Somewhat. So I got responses, but then since I already continued writing, I was like, my writing after this first one actually changed. It was more of an evolution, a transformation, although some of the poems in the second one are actually from 2012. Like I said, I believe in Sankofa. Go back and get it. And I think those poems back then, they were just waiting to be seen. So I've incorporated into this one because this one speaks about just a journey of transformation, personal growth, discovery. There's also some stuff about the divine feminine and all of that stuff.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So far we're at poems and it's working. Now you start the thing and the thing looking like it's something you want to do. You started thinking about whether or not you want to transition from poems into a full novel. Is that kind of thought been going on, or you think you're going to stick to it there?
So to be honest, I actually started writing a novel way back when, but I don't know if I'm going to complete that particular one just yet. I don't have set plans, but I'm just going to allow the divine to just take control and let me write what needs to be written.
Right.
But aside from that, what I have discovered is that people, women, men, children, young people, they need to have a space for them to be themselves. And so this is something that I'm currently working on. So to provide a space for people to just be seen, to be heard, and to be empowered.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So now these publications are out there, two thus far.
Two, yes.
Right, and they're out there, and we can actually gain them. You've got hard copies, they're on Amazon. Come on, girl. I know a few people are going to go, well, you don't know who, and call name, I go whistle, that might need this right now.
Yes, so I do have copies on Island, and you could also get the books on Amazon. So if you go to www.amazon.com/VA Eugene, it will take you straight to my page, and you'll be able to access both of them. Yeah. They both have Kindle versions, and you can get them there. Wonderful. So if you need them, you can follow me at the Healing Goddess Collective on Instagram, or 485-3777. Give me a call, send me a WhatsApp, and then we'll get you sorted.
Wonderful. Now, in our final wrap-up segment, what would you say? Because there you were going through this hard time. And I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Matters of the heart can be very tough at times. There you go into this moment thinking, oh boy, but finding a way to actually get yourself through it. There might be people who are there right now. It may not even be a breakup. It might be something else. Right. And they're finding it a hard time. Some people are, probably on the verge of giving up. Mm-hmm. What would you say to someone who might be in that space?
So one of the things that I usually write, one of the inscriptions that I usually write from this book, is beyond the darkness, there's always light and healing. So right now you may be going through a rough time. It's dark, but just like diamonds go, under the earth, they get pressurized. I think that, you need to look at your situation and see how best you can come out of it, a better version of yourself.
Wonderful. And on that note, grab yourself a copy of any one of these books. If that's the one you need, then you go ahead and get it. If that's the one that might resonate with you, then definitely go on out and grab it. But we want to continue to encourage our young daughters within the spaces. Thank you so very much. And we here, man, whenever the next publication come out, just let us know.
That's what going on there?
Bruh, that exercise we did there that mashed me up.
You like you need some energy, guys. You like you're going to die.
No, I need a boost. I really need a boost. You know I can get a boost?
Where?
Dalkan Pharmacy.
Dalkan Pharmacy?
You know where that is?
No.
Let's go. I'll show you. They have a whole sorted... Bruh, you think I have supplements there? I said, let's go. I'll show you.
All right.
Hey, little boy. I like the way you take your pizza.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. That's what I'm telling you. That's
Right
what
there?
I need. Right there. Test. My lady, how much? I don't want to know the price. Call police for me. Bruh, you see that there?
Oh shit, boy.
Call police for me. Oh, they have the Moby fees there. Bruh, that's what I need.
Damn, you go be charged after that.
Charge.
Brother. Charged. Wait.
Test 7X. Bruh, you need to get that. If you're in the fitness industry, you need to get that. These and... Bruh, she legit? Come on, she legit? So yeah, at Dalkan Pharmacy, which is located on... I know go the streets. If they have to give my license and tell me go and drive and go this street, that street, I will fail. So it happen directly opposite the courthouse, just before you inject 2 triple N, you get Dalkan Pharmacy. And Mr. Harrow, omega free. The body needs that.
You always need that.
The body needs that for both male and female. The good thing about it is everything is for both male and female. Well, I wouldn't advise a female to get the test.
No.
But for the guys, there's a guy named Kwame. Made there like a shishin pool. For his birthday, we'll give him that.
We'll give him 2 boxes.
We'll give him 2 boxes for his birthday. But the test was 7 other tests taken before. And when I saw that, I packed that on the side. And bruh, energy for days. And not just that.
Times 7.
The She Legit. You know I go to the body She Legit? Up where they selling the food, up Grizzly.
Yeah.
One of them fellas that have the place, the Syrians that have the place, that told me about it and I went and ordered it. And I ordered that online. A fairly decent price. I saw it for like $67.
US or EC?
US.
My God.
Bruh, what's the price of that? $45.50 EC. The test I got was US again. What is that? 50. Bruh, let me tell you something. I'm not telling you no ifs or buts about it. You need to come down to Dalkan Pharmacy and get it. Now they have the She Legit in all forms. They have powder, they have gummies, they have capsule, they have diabetic care, they have Centrum, they have magnesium. Angela, you checked me for magnesium this morning. Now my goods coming, but I see what I think you asked me for. We have it at Dalkan. So I don't care about all these things, but you see everything for the gym, supplements we need, we have it here. So come down to Dalkan Pharmacy, located across the courthouse in town, almost passing, intersecting with Triple N. Come and get your vitamins, your minerals, your tests, everything. BweelzFit Lifestyle approve this message because I am using it myself and I feel good. For me being 46, I feel good. And I prove it again when these people come again. Easy work. Come, don't run. Easy work. Oh my God. That's how we get fit and ripped even while trying. At BweelzFit Lifestyle and at Dalkan Pharmacy, powered by DBS. Good morning.
Well, there you go. That is our show for today. It's a beautiful Tuesday on the out, going out. Well, actually, yeah, I think when the weather said we were going to have some sort of weather system, maybe later on tonight, but I don't know. You continue to follow all the major news and weather forecasts to see what is going on, but that's the last thing I heard. So if that's the case, that's all right. But today, going out and enjoy what the day has brought forth. All right. And we look forward to your company back here again tomorrow morning for another DBS This Morning. That's it.